When we get to best of 7, for the first time in this tournament, best of 5s are out. Another game required to win. Both these teams now have the timeouts. And talk to their coach. If anything from these two teams, they might talk to each other! And Oli is the first one that's got something to say.
Complete catch-up on Space Station, low boost all the way around, but also Scribbles, this is not the place for boost over ball. GK is going to punish you for that, and they will.
Back into game 1. Obviously the goal will stand. It was scored ages ago, 1-0. As Oli looks to try and make it too. That's an awful backboard read. And nobody's able to get too much power on it.
Oh, a little bit of a cut there too from Archie, but Space Station is keeping up now. 2 minutes left on regulation clock here, and a shot down in the bottom right for Space Station. They do it back to him, starting in the corner there. I mean, you saw the quick cut from Kofer. It was almost like a little bit of a diversion and kind of forced Joyo to go a little bit early on the commit.
Joyo, it's just an unbelievable ability he's got at that. Every time he hits the ball mid-air, just rolls the car through with it. Oh, that's on top, and it's in! And Oli's got the brace!
Oli, you're making your presence known, man, on the ceiling. Fakes the reset, the timing, absolutely impeccable.
GK, at this point, if you score, I don't care what's wrong. Don't take the timeout that you need to get things sorted. Space Station are swarming them immediately after another one. Reveal. Hop to himself. He's got Scribbles in support. Might not need him. What a 50 that is to get rid of it. Now they take the shot. And it's 2 each.
Look, you talked earlier about there being a little bit of an aura off. I see the connectivity on this one. You tried to take the bounce down to get it cleared out, but Kofer is going to commit each time. And that's the scary part about Space Station.
Doesn't work, but for now, Space Station been stuck in just hit and hope, trying to get rid of the defensive lines. Archie looking for the set. That's a little bit too close to the goalkeeper. Joyo's not going to take the bait. Side on the skip, gets the read. Archie doesn't look for a player. Instead, Joyo into Reveal. 2 players were committed. We can't have another 0-second goal. We won't. Instead, we have overtime.
Oli's going to take his time with this one here. Space Station getting into position for Oli. It's going to take 2 to keep him off. Reset pass over to Joyo off the backboard and almost in. But Space Station defensively, they were keeping up. The crossbars on their side. And GK try again. Right now, you can just tell it's one tiny mistake. That's going to be the difference maker. Can only get back in time. Just enough. Reveal has the shot. RG just couldn't get a hand up. SSG take game 1.
GK couldn't get away from them.
Yep, we're going to see what they can bring out here in game number 2. I definitely want to see how they adapt to Space Station's not only level of aggression, but just overall defensive strategy. GK, they're going to open the same way they did with game number 1.
Oli's got all their goals. That's his 3rd. That's a complete misplay there from Space Station Gaming. You cannot give a player like Joyo, who can hit a triple flip reset. Guess what? He can hit your backboard. Almost looked very similar to the goal that we saw for the first one. That one's off the backboard. We have got a whole heap of orange cards. And now we've got ourselves an orange goal.
You saw this one coming too. That second touch was really clean. And just the fact that Scribbles was sitting there with the control to lurk and pass it off that sidewall that many times. Space Station. A little bit getting into that same pattern of game number 1. That box in around himself. Only in again.
Oli, I'm not too sure this one should count for you, pal. You didn't do the work for it. Joyo, so cheeky, comes in at near top speed, hits the ball as slow as he possibly can. Again, Joyo, a little bit disappointed actually with his first touch there. Didn't leave himself too many options, but his teammates give him some help. Over to Archie. They're going to be in big trouble here, Scribbles, as he's got no chance. 2v1, and the 2 win it.
You want to talk about an aura dip. Archie's got it. Joyo, of course, we went for the initial bump with a quick cut, catch, and in. That's going to do wonders for them headed into the rest of this game. Kofor, Scribbles, and Reveal all in this half. Pushed up extremely close, just trying to spot each other, give themselves some time to get back into this one. Center down to Kofor, denied. Reveal is going to try and finish it from the ceiling and in. Space Station have kept their hopes alive.
They can't do this again.
There's a chance.
There's no way. There's no way. This team has had 5 different 0-second goals in the last 2 days.
Well, let's see if they can make it 6.
What have they got from the kickoff? Oh, it's a fake kickoff, and GK, they just stare them down.
I love this from Archie too. He's been very quick to cut and just stop those Space Station passes before they even begin. Can he do it again? Absolutely. No question about it. And here's the transition too. He's doing it all alone.
Oh, dearie me. Reveal, he had the opportunity to turn around. Did the full 360. Thought he could get there. He fought wrong. Punching off the wall. Straight on net a second time, and Scribbles is not going to let him have a second one of those.
Right now, for me, Reveal, how quickly he is cutting in and out of this isn't quite giving enough time to his teammates to get back on defense, and I felt it. I knew at some point those cuts were a little too close, and they were going to catch him off. They were going to cost them. GK, they've recognized how quickly they're pushing up, and a lot of this is, of course, it's got to be a level of stress too, right? You're desperate to get on that board. But it's got to come with some sort of an actual plan. Joyo, 1v1, flick, over, down by Oli!
Well, it's dominant in game 3. GK running rough shots. And this is going to be so deflating for Space Station because they had the offense.
Oli, sidewall to the backboard. Can he float it down? They tried to go for some sort of a center, but Space Station took it as an opportunity. Reveal tried to do the reset down, clean up from Kofor. SSG finally find themselves on the board.
That is unbelievable game reading there from Kofor. Knew his teammate had the shooting angle covered if they could get the bump.
Already in position to slow him down.
Space Station has started to read the fake challenges a bit more as well. Kept biting on them at the start of this. As, Reveal. Oh, no, he needs help. He's got it. Joyo's missed the ball as well. Now Kofor, 0 boost. Can't go any further with it. Archie hits with the classic, I will just take a bad shot on my own net, and that'll sort us out, but they're not quite away. In fact, Space Station are back in it.
Kofor's reads are insane, but Scribbles was out there just messing with every single person down on the line.
So they go to Archie, ceiling reset, but that touch did not quite suit him. Still creates something for Archie. That is a heck of a dive in. And Joyo, off camera, did well to avoid getting bumped because that would have been through for another one. As Archie gets knocked for the crossbar.
You could see the start of this happen when Space Station had one person all the way upfield waiting to try and be cheeky. The problem is you're not clearing the ball out. So you're pretty much leaving your entire team in a 2v3. The second GK sent the third man up, and you're not winning.
Running the possibility, Archie's going to play the ball wide. Waiting Joyo, who wants to put this game out of reach. He's got the boost, he's got the ball, but can't go any further. A couple of seconds on the clock. Last game made it a little bit more nervy than GK wanted. Kofor. Was a very heavy first touch though for him. Needs something in that middle ground, and Joyo kills off the clock. GK, like throwing away. Reveal launches it forward on the half volley. Joyo, I think, is getting silly right now with some of these plays that he's doing. The showcase whenever he's on it, but that's how he plays most comfortable. Archie's most comfortable when he's scoring.
This is such a great setup from Oli, the control, but of course the awareness from Archie to time that attempted to touch out from Space Station.
That was a wasteful ball there by Reveal. Thankfully back into the path of Kofor. Does have Reveal over to his left. Tries to get it to him. Reveal from the ceiling. And that was really well guided. And have they done it again? Spacestation Gaming! They're just not to stop!
Another miss! And GK do it to him! They have him upfield. They make the catch. They have the lead.
Maybe not quite as aware as where the boost is, but hey, he got there eventually. Midfield. Oli on the catch. Joy would have won that ball over to him. And now Archie's in a lot of trouble here. 2v1. And he was just twisted inside out.
This time they finally got GK kind of wrapped around themselves a little bit. That's devious, menacing levels of cheating.
Yes.
They're looking at Space Station like they're kids. There's no respect being given right now. Demo off the play. Cobra's already up. 2v1 to try and make a shot, but it's high, it's dry, it's wide.
Yeah, that was nothing, but then Joyo got caught out! And wants another lead, if not something to disappear!
You talking about positive tilt? I'm sorry, I throw my hands up in respect. Still gonna try and take it around the corner here. It's not a stop to the end of the pressure from GK. It's clear though, could be detrimental. Joyo is back, can he avoid the bomb? Yes!
That is unbelievable from Joyo. Now they're on the breakaway. Oli leaves it. Varachi saved. Joyo! Score!
GK are the blueprint for team play.
Joyo made his name on a Moist Esports team that always scored when they had to. Now they've got a hold away from the team that only scores in 0 seconds. Scribbles, very heavy first touch. Reveal back down, Kofa's not in position for it. It's on the ball! And GK survive yet again. Triple match point on their opponents. Reveal bundling through the challenges.
Let's see if they can hold on to this entire lead. There's been a few times throughout the week where they've let go of it, but not this time. Archie's not gonna get derailed. Crazy solo play here. Big 50, but a better follow-up from Archie. He's so solid in his challenges. Look at it, down and in. And each time GK's gotten that first goal, GK.
Over. To the ceiling, very heavy on the first touch. Might even get another reset. Archie having none of that. Powers the ball back downfield. Half the game gone! And double the leads to go against.
There is no stopping Archie when he wants something. The way he has stepped up in these last 2 games. 50 all the way back. Archie's gonna be the one to try and follow it here. You gotta leave it for Joyo though. Big clear from Oli. They got the cheat up off the backboard. Leaves it for Joyo. It's just a bit high, but Oli to commit. Full team effort to GK.
If it's not one, it'll be the other. Joyo put it high. Oli puts it in. Space Station could very well be out. Archie's everywhere. Archie's been lethal, and Archie has been truly dominant. But it's GK. It's their time. And Space Station Gaming will crash out. It was a phenomenal effort, but it was a step too far. Space Station are eliminated, and Geekay Esports, welcome to Championship Sunday.